Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. It's no longer news that the National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Samuel Anyanwu, has been reinstated in the NEC 100 meeting. But, a lot of Nigerians are just wondering what led to him being reinstated. Don't forget that based on feelers here and there, most Nigerians believe that both him and Nyesom Wike should be hoisted out of the party for sanity to return back and for the party to be the opposition that it has always been. But shockingly, as of yesterday, Bala Mohammed, after a series of meetings alongside Damagum, came out to say that there are no factions in the party, that the party is now one, issues have been resolved, board of trustee members, the same thing. And then we saw the announcement of Samuel Anyanwu. The big question is, what were the conditions that he met that resulted to him being restored back? That's exactly what we're going to be looking at right now. Conditions were kept before him just to make sure that the party is in its best form. And according to the information we heard, he actually accepted those conditions, and that led to his reinstatement. Let's look at the fresh details. According to the news, details have emerged on the conditions that paved the way for reinstatement of Senator Samuel Anyanwu as National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The decision taken at the party's 100 National Executive Committee meeting held on Monday, June 30, 2023 in Abuja followed negotiations involving PDP governors, lawmakers, and the Board of Trustees, BOT. Party insiders revealed that Anyanwu's return came with specific demands. Chief among them was that he must withdraw all pending court cases challenging the party and commit not to interfere in the preparation for the National Elective Convention scheduled for August. According to the insider, he says he was asked to sign an undertaking that he won't harass any party staff or disrupt the convention's plan, a source at the PDP National Secretariat disclosed. He also had to agree to withdrawing every legal case he filed against the party. Confirming the development after the NEC meeting, a PDP acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, told journalists, "We all agreed that Senator Anyanwu will continue as national secretary, and we've scheduled our next NEC meeting for July 23rd, where we'll conclude plans for the national convention." The build-up to Monday's decision was marked by back-to-back meetings by rival factions within the party. On Sunday, Damagum met with Anyanwu and some National Working Committee members at Wadata Plaza, Abuja, where they endorsed Anyanwu's return and reaffirmed support for him. But in a counter move, Acting Secretary Satunchi Kosiedu, Southeast Vice Chairman Ali Udefa, and Deputy National Chairman Sao Tafik Arabaja, along with other National Working Committee members, met separately at the same venue to back Kosiedu continued stay as acting secretary. One camp led by your state governor Seyi Makinde and supported by governor from Enugu, Shun Zamfara, and Bayelsa opposed Anyanwu's reinstatement and insisted that the NEC meeting should proceed without him. On the other hand, stood the camp loyal to former Rivers State governor and current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, with backing from governors of Plateau, Bauchi, Taraba, and Adamawa State. Wike's camp pushed for a delay of the NEC meeting until Anyanwu's status was resolved. Security tension also rose on Monday as police and other security agencies cordoned off the PDP National Secretary, forcing the BOT to shift its meeting to the Yar'Adua Center. The breakdown came following an emergency meeting at the Bauchi's Governor's Lodge in Abuja, attended by PDP governors, BOT members, and key National Working Committee officials. The meeting was intense. In the end, it was agreed that the NEC must go on and that Anyanwu should be reinstated in line with the party's constitution. They were also concerned that INEC may not recognize anyone else as secretary, which could have legal consequences. Anyanwu, present at the meeting, reportedly accepted all terms for his reinstatement and committed to working within the framework agreed by the party stakeholders. This is getting very interesting. One of the greatest concern of the party is that come August, there must be a national convention. And in summary, a lot of things were kept before him. Topmost on the list is that his non-interference in the planning for that national convention. National convention is quite a sensitive meeting because new executives are going to be elected. And when new executives are elected, that will give room for a lot of things. I don't know if the past guys will contest, but then I think that everybody will be shopping for support right now. But then that was the first thing he agreed to based on the information we just received. The second one was for him to pull out everything that has to do with legal cases, because there were a lot of cases in court by him. One of such was the fact that no correspondent should leave the party until the case is handled. And if correspondents do not leave the party headquarters, then how would a lot of things be done, especially as it has to do with signing of nomination forms for those who want to partake in elections and all of that. So I think that for me, this is a good deal, because somehow it's a case of no vanquish, no victor. Everybody is at the same table. But the big question is, we are hopeful that we won't see betrayal at the end of the day. 23rd is July, 23rd July 2025 will be the next date, or has been kept as the next date for the next meeting. I hope that the planning will go on well, and we won't see a case whereby sending a letter to INEC, somebody would just wake up and say, I'm not signing for that national convention and all of that. What's your take on this? My colleague is in the house. What's your take on all of this?
Well, I don't know if they had another agreement to ensure punitive measures are put in place if Anyanwu does not honor all of those things he signed, because over time Anyanwu have shown signs that he may decide not to honor. Now, we all know what the agreement of PDP has always been concerning the issue of contesting for election and holding a national position. Anyanwu was aware of it. He went ahead, contested, and later pulled out of Imo State gubernatorial elections, and still continued with the national secretaryship. He knows the condition, and yet he still went ahead. How are we so sure that Anyanwu, in all sincerity, will honor all the agreements said, now that they have authorized him unanimously that he is the secretary? Which means if he decides that he's not going to sign anything, literally he's holding PDP by their neck, and they're helpless to his bid and call. If all this thing he has done, they're still able to reinstate him. I just feel that Anyanwu may not decide to. Anyanwu will not play a fast one when it comes to the issue of convention, where his own fate too will be decided, because I know that definitely during the convention they want to elect a fresh person. Anyanwu may decide not to sign and agree to a fresh election till 2027.
Now, one of the things I really am thinking about as it has to do with that election, I think there's right now in-house politicking, and everybody will be reaching out to all those who may be in attendance to ensure certain people are voted back. Because I feel that even the national secretary, the chairman himself, want to go in again for a position.
But he's not supposed to be there.
Well, that is meant to be decided. Though I think some of those stuff will be given to
all those zonings.
Zoning should be a zoning thing, but don't forget that the main guy in this whole thing is Wike. So he's a very good strategist. Right now, he's strategizing who is going to collect that position from Anyanwu. And that person must be in his good books and be ready to do his bidding.
But must be from Southeast also.
Well, we do not know yet because they have not started zoning it out. But however, let's watch and see what will happen in the nearest future as we approach August, which is the stipulated date for the upcoming annual convention.